Alright, let's get started.
Alright, my mic is fine.
Alright,
My mic.
clear cam, alright?
I mean drinks as in like cider or whatever.
Wow, Leroy. Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I just remembered. I have to listen to Spy complain about Julia the whole set as well. Can I mute the commentary audio? I just remember I have to deal with that. That is something I have to listen to. I get called out in the chat at some point as well. Who's the F2? High evasion, not crush high. This is gonna be like a Julia Demplay stream as well.
Can people hear me now?
Unfortunately, yes.
Is it all good now? Can people hear me? Okay.
Back three, okay.
Oh my god, man, OBS.
I think Leroy is actually a good pick against Julia.
Crash course for this thing.
Because I think the John does want to play Marduk against Julia. Because it is actually like, it is a fucked up matchup.
Arslan, to no surprise, picking Julia. He's been going with Julia for a lot of sets and tournaments recently. So what do you think about this, man? The Leroy pick.
I think he's trying.
But Leroy, like his back 1+2 stops Julia's shotgun stuff on block. So that's a really good tool to have. But I still think Julia fights Leroy pretty well. Like you saw Evil Japan, Mikio making all the way to Grand. He killed like 3 Leroys on the way all the way to Evil Japan. Back then when everyone cheered for Julia, I missed that. All the fan art as well. People actually cheering for this character against Leroy. Now everyone hates her. Yeah, there you go. Back 1+2.
He gets the round on the board, and he had the match with Atif Butt just now, right? And that went 10-1 for Atif Butt, and it was Leroy versus the Marduk. So I think that might be playing.
Yeah, Marduk Julia, it's rough. But I think Marduk with Julia with walls is really fucked up. But without walls, like infinite stages, it's not that bad for Marduk. I think it's close to even because Julia misses her mid-screen Oki on big characters. And Marduk still gets all its dumb shit mid-screen. Well, Julia kind of needs walls more than Marduk does. Because Julia with walls, it's much better than Marduk with walls. But Marduk without walls is better than what Julia has. Because Julia actually loses her Oki off bow and arrow on big characters. She gets the dumb shit at the wall, but she loses stuff mid-screen, which kind of makes up for it. But if there is no wall, then she kind of loses that advantage. And it's hard to get war drums on big characters with their stubby legs as well. Right, so John won the first game. But Julia still has like a suffocating neutral. Like her elbow still goes under Marduk's jabs and some highs.
I know he's been practicing Leroy. I saw him playing a few days ago as well. So, but unless Arslan, unless the John really.
Yeah, Julia gets magic 4, you know what happens here. I told Arslan.
I don't think they're gonna switch if it.
I'll talk about in the Marduk game a bit more, but I told Arslan he wasn't doing some Marduk exclusive stuff with Julia. He didn't know. He didn't know. I told him. He didn't know.
At that stage, at that point, it's not the character that's holding them back. It's just their own skills.
You kind of have to make these decisions sometimes, right? Like, no matter how much you outplay the opponent, like, there's still going to be situations where you just have to guess to win the match. Like, blocking an Ana mix-up or Paul against the wall, like, you're going to have to guess right, eventually. Like, no matter how well you play in the round, you will... Some stuff will still be determined if you guess correctly or not. Same for Julia, boner at the wall or whatever. Because you can't really just take it, you know? You can't really just take it. I had to make your guesses. I mean, it's hard in the first of 2 when you don't have information on your opponent. That's why this game is fucking scary in the first of 2. Because you don't have this information on your opponent. That was kind of cheap. I rate that. But like, if you don't have this information on your opponent, you just gonna have to like raw guess. That's why these characters are strong in the first 2, like Ana, like who else, like Paul, Ana, those kind of characters are especially good in the first 2.
So that he's crawling on his chin or something. Yeah, that's it. But look at that though. Arslan answers back.
Pretty good at guessing wrong, Sam. I can't guess for shit.
It's been the way that Arslan always does this, right? He always is able to make the adaptation, and I love it, man, because you know, the one thing that I noticed when I was.
I think Arslan wins once more, and then John switches to Marduk, and we'll get into the real set.
You would think that after you lose a match 3 rounds straight, you would take some time to think, right? These guys would rematch straight away and then get their own 3 rounds straight. And it's like they'd have such quick adaptation. They know exactly what they need to do.
Let me skip a little bit.
It's fast-paced second. That's what these guys love to do. So, Team Spooky, $75. So the winner.
And of course, Julia is part of the problem as well with her mix-up against the wall. Arslan said to me, he knows that John never blocks low, so that's why he got a lot of bow and arrows in. Because John is one of those people that will just never duck. They will be happy to take the low. I'm kind of similar as well. Because if you think about it, in most situations, the mid option is always scarier, right? The mid option is always scarier. So it's okay. If you feel like you're stronger than the other opponent, then you'd be like, okay, I will just take the low. And then I will just reset to neutral if I can, and then try and outplay from there. But unfortunately, in this game, that's less viable because of flip over. Because there's a lot of stuff that's guaranteed, flips you over, and it puts you back into the same situation. So it's like, that strategy is less viable in this game. Or there's less pushback and hit that keeps you close to the opponent, so you can still get another mix-up opportunity. But in most situations, it is better to take the low and then work your way from there. So John is one of those people. And Arslan knows this. Looney got to play against Fran. I must talk to that guy.
Yeah, that's chunks of damage, but he has to do a lot more.
He's getting back into Tekken.
The punish on the jab with up down forward 3.
Yeah, good. I mean, Arslan was quite happy to take those hell sweeps there because he knew that he had to do quite a few of them to get the round. So he just, you know, played keep out there at the end of the down.
No, not kinda. Korean Fran. The good thing about the first hit bone arrow not staggering is you can kind of test them because it's a good low poke by itself, so you can kind of test them a little bit. Even if they block it, they'll be expecting to follow up, so you know they'll hesitate to punish the first hit. Yeah, see the mileage that Julia gets up on there against the wall, like the flip over situation. I think that's more fault of the game than Julia. These different between Frans. I mean, they're very different names. What did that crush under? Was that Leroy job? Because it doesn't crush under against some things. His job, yeah, okay. So he must have like a high hitbox on his job. Because if she does elbow and block into QCF2, she does lose to some characters' jobs. Like Bob 2-1, Claudia 1-2, Kasumi 1-1. These kind of very, very good trap hitboxes. Yeah, that's the thing with Leroy is like he has so many situations that he can force you to guess him. Yeah, that's different. Like I remember saying on Twitter, there's difference between a move high crushing. So high crushing means it's consistent, it's hard coded to do this, to always be high in an interaction. But with evasion, it just means it goes under some moves. It is completely up to hitbox interactions and whether it goes under or not. As opposed to being like hard coded for it to actually beat the move it's supposed to go under. Yo, Billy, yeah, it's good so far. It's good so far. Yeah, John just guessed wrong. That's a GG's Tekken 7. But Arslan, like his Julia's amazing. His mind games and his neutral is very strong. Of course, I think his Julia's still kind of newish to him, so his combos are like not amazing. I think.
He's switching his buttons now. Is he gonna lock in? Oh my god! This is it. This is it.
Like if you did like a short carry there, you could got the wall then stomp 4-4-3. But I don't think combo aspect wise he's not that comfortable with Julia's combos. But obviously his mind games as neutral is like super up there.
I want to see some teabagging.
I mean, that's why he's winning with the characters. That's why he's making it work.
I want to see tackles.
Now we're seeing the Marduk now. This is the matchup I play so much in Ireland, in my country.
Against Arslan Ash.
Because
This is where the
there's like a player called John in Ireland. And me and him would be like kind of tied best player. And yeah, like it's usually us and Grand Finals playing this matchup. Or Oscar Marduk and Julian Marduk, but more so Julian Marduk, just because the matchup is so good in my favor.
You have to imagine though that Arslan was actually
John's from Ireland, yeah.
He'll be a little bit more prepared to play against it. Look at this though, the round goes
Best Marduk
to
in Europe.
Arslan Ash. And one other
Maybe
thing
in the
to
West.
mention is that, when John was using Leroy, his side walking was looking really good.
Yeah, see, Arslan's doing a lot of elbows now because it goes under John Marduk's size. And I think it might go under back four as well.
Because he's more comfortable with Marduk, and he.
Okay, I think Arslan tried to go into FC again. Get interrupted.
Which he feels like especially some
Douche.
combos there as well, the sidewall adjustments. All that
I remember this set now. John likes to take a lot of risks. The Oki was cool because I think if Julia tries to get a low kick, obviously he would jump over the low kick
very, very interesting option
and then beat it.
John as well.
Northern Irish don't like to be called Irish.
That could have been dangerous.
It's a weird topic. It's a weird topic. But our Northern Irish people, they go by Irish flags.
Some input for Julia.
They go by Irish flags.
Like, no, she.
It's more so the opposite. If some people from the south don't like to be called Northern Irish or UK.
Oh, nice Oki.
It's a sensitive topic. I'll go over it another time.
Down jab and down four to finish. Nice one.
Yes, good stuff there. John looking very, very strong now.
His power crush is -10 with pushback.
Even if the tier list
And it goes into a 50-50 on hit. Either dash up ground grab or dash up down forward one to catch you holding back.
then it's always going to be your stronger counter.
Okay, Arslan doesn't know it. Okay, maybe because he told me he didn't know bow and arrow to demo plus they worked, but he tried it here.
A lot more
Actually, no, I think he just wanted to catch him mid screen. This is remember I was talking about earlier. Julius bow and arrow Oki doesn't work on big characters mid screen. So she gets great wall stuff on them, but mid screen her stuff gets worse. That's how am I again? I don't know, 6 foot. I think I never measured, never really, but I think 6 foot.
Good block there by John as well.
beautiful.
Yeah, see, Arslan is just like forcing the 50 on him, but he's going for the mid option always because he doesn't want to take the risk too much. As I say that he does bow and arrow.
Catches it with the armor. Arslan taking, what was that, 2 perfects in a row?
But he's usually going for wall sign 3 a lot, just to establish the fact that, okay, I'm going to keep doing mids, and you're going to just take it, because me doing the low option is really risky.
So he was ready, and he's not underestimating the John, right? They've had close matches before. So I feel like, this is Arslan now playing the matchup that he was expecting, so or practicing for, right?
Fergus trying to call me swear words in the chat.
Goosey F2. Thank God it's not temple stage. That would have been like a big combo.
Your body, Fergus.
The recovery on the single hop kick.
Arslan's BMing right back. Goes for tries to
Thank you,
go
thank you.
catch. Good punish.
I'm surprised.
Marduk doesn't have a 12 frame mid to stop Julia's shotgun stuff and block. So that's already another thing that is against him.
Right, mashing arrow. Ooh, gets the follow up. Good job, John, taking the first round.
I know there's so many Marduk players called John. Like there's John Hammer from America. There's the John in Pakistan, and then there's our John in Ireland. Oh my god, you just Marduk's him up there.
Stomp, kidney kick.
Yeah. That's why we love Oki, man.
Just dashed up and blocked.
Yeah, you can't do that stuff in big characters. You have to do different Oki on them. Like worse Oki, at least mid screen anyway. All the Johns and Marduk, tackle. Like, I feel good that not even Arslan doesn't break all of them.
No, Arslan actually rich. Low parry. An opportunity here for Arslan.
Bow and arrow.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my
See, this is why you need to do down 1+2 in Marduk. This is why after bow and arrow, down 1+2, because when you do the flip over, you're giving Marduk this opportunity to do the wake up options that he has. Bro, I don't know why you're asking that.
Oh my.
But so Marduk's face 10, so he has access to his wake up mid or the wake up low that goes into mint. And if you do 4-4-3 at the wall, you know, you're giving Marduk this situation. So that's why it's better to do demo plus 2, so you're leaving him face up, so he doesn't have access to these options. But it also keeps him at the wall.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
This is down to
No way.
Oh, that was a big whiff.
He jumps out of there. What? What?
Yes, I think Arslan is noticing that he can't do the Oki on Marduk like he can normally on other characters. So he's doing the swip step stuff, which is what you need to do on Marduk. Instead of doing the 4-4-2 or demo plus 2 mix up. So I think Arslan learned already that the... But I think he played the John before with Julia. Like, you should notice this already.
Marduk can actually get the match in the end. There's 3-2 right now in this first 10. The final boss battle, ladies and lads, for tuning in. Thank you so much.
I know that John had a pretty bad set against Atop's Leroy before this.
Enjoying the stream so far. Shout out once again to V/and Comba for sponsoring the event, and to all the people that have donated throughout the event as well to support the.
So he's definitely played a lot better in this set than against Atop's Leroy.
Any money that you donate now will go to the winner of Arslan and the John. The John didn't have a very
Skip
good
a little
match
bit.
against Atop, but which actually went
Yeah, it's very interesting. Like, these guys are gonna... If Tekmultur is back next year, these guys are gonna dominate. I can... Like, most of top 20 would probably be Pakistanis if they have the opportunity to travel. Because the Pakistani visa is one of the worst in the world. This is what I learned. So, like, the way we can travel to most places without worrying, like, for these guys is literally like... There's like a power ranking of the passports, and Pakistani's passport is like way down there. So there really isn't many places you can travel to. That's why there was, like you see on Twitter, like when Tekken World Tour was on last year, like with Atif and Away Honey, there was always like issues surrounding them trying to travel. Same for Arslan when he went to Evo Japan.
When John was getting his setups, when he got the Oki, you know, when he was using his VTS and getting the mix-ups on point, it's just beautiful to watch, man. It really is.
Alright, goes to tackle, good break by Arslan. Ooh, because I think he's starting to realize Spring Kick can be a good answer to the VTS pressure from the John. But
the John is really good at setting up that situation. It's a very old school tech trap situation. And the John always gets it. I don't know how he does it. Because I don't think Marduk really goes off axis with his stuff. It's not like Sherry where she can do 4-2, 4-2, 4-2. And she goes off axis during her staple. So I don't know. That's like super good awareness of when you can go for it.
oh, dude, don't you know? According to Irish Mammies, it works against Corona too. It's a Corona cure.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
it works for
I guess the
everything.
Pakistan, it's the UK Pakistani cure for everything is paracetamol, man. He's paracetamol.
Shit. Like, okay, he tried it back through there.
Okay, nice break on the.
So I'll say Arslan's just doing a lot of... Okay, he got the war drum situation.
The war drum's gonna go for gets the
I always fuck that up as well. Like, you get war drum, then you try to resplat them with them for 4-2-3.
Yeah.
But, like, it never works.
Alright, here we go. One round apiece.
Yo,
Got tip coming from
Chavez, thank you for
Yo, the tuning modes, that's sick. Analysis streams, yeah. I mean, I asked Arslan on WhatsApp, you know, can I do this? And he's like, yeah. Well, it's kind of funny, because I said shukriya, so that's like Urdu for thank you. And then he asked me, oh, how do you say this in Irish? And I said it to him, Skura my agash, you know, I texted to him. And then he said, oh, how do you say, can you do a voice note with it? And I was like, this time lang, I'm teaching Arslan Irish. It's funny, man, it's so funny.
Okay, danger zone, big mix-up coming in.
Do I play first or play?
Third hit, he finishes it.
Nah. Well, I'll try it out. I know this. It's like teaching this guy like a bit Irish. It was funny.
Forward to one there for a better reliable option, but
Yeah, but it was a missed opportunity. I should have said like Poke Mahone or Amul Kat Algo de Latris. I should have said one of those.
One of the best Julia players in the world. You know, those combo situations.
It was funny though. It was funny.
Side wall splats and
It was a missed opportunity, man. It was such a missed
a
opportunity.
little bit lacking from him, right?
honestly,
You know, this makes me feel better that even he can't break tackles consistently. It's really difficult to break. But I think like he jumped a few of them. Like when he's at range where when he's at a range where
Up this set, 3 matches apiece.
it's easier to react to tackle, so you have time to jump back, make it whiff, and then launch.
no duck on the 4-4-1-4. Very rare string to see out in the open like that. Usually, I think in the last set when I think when I was the rage
I actually rate that. It was that Mad Axis break into rage art. That was sick.
to see
I actually rate that.
like that. Usually, I think in the last set when I think when I was
I should do that more often. I should do that as well. Just throw big rage art.
Yeah. I don't think so. I mean, it's a close one. I don't actually know. It might kill, but I don't think so.
one poke away, 13 seconds on the clock. Is Arslan gonna back off? Is he gonna go in for the pressure? Is John just waiting for that blue stuff? Blue stuff.
Den 4 is so good. Like, it is launch punchable, but
John.
the tracking, like, it's a low that you're forced to block because you can't really
I'm loving that, man. You know, the
step it. You can't step it. It's like pretty much homing.
of the rage drive, which made Arslan
It's fast. It's like 14, 15 frame fast or something. It is pretty fast low.
that was just really,
It is Madison hit. It is launch punchable, but I think it's still very strong low. Like, just to complement Marduk's poking style. And of course he can't low parry, yeah, that's another thing.
Such a pleasure. Commentating him is even more of a pleasure, honestly.
I can't break one throws, because I mash 2 by default.
Because you
But I swear, against King I mash 1 by default. I can't throw break on reaction. I don't lab. I don't like practice anything. I just play ranked.
he's got the sense. He's got
That's been the case for years.
But we really need a
That was jank. That was... what's this? Oh, thank you, random pizza guy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, let's not go ham at the one. Let's not go ham the one for your hosts. Thank you, Nikita. Let's now start something. I'm doing a video. This going on YouTube. This going on YouTube. It's a professional analysis.
tournaments because we haven't really got like a heel type player, right? Like
This is what I was talking about earlier. The John being like the heel.
I can feel that role because if he starts key charging,
But thank you, Nikita.
I'm not official Tekken channel. There's gonna be some green rank goo gagas that are gonna get so angry at me.
Hassan is so honest.
So yeah, you love this. I want to see John at some major tournaments, boy. Let me see my Evo.
fucking John.
Do race drive? No. I hate this. I hate. That was good. That was good.
Oh, you know it.
That was good. Because if you hold back after this throw ender, you're gonna get launched, right? If you hold back, you're gonna get launched. How you beat it is by quick standing. No, I don't. Not many people know how strong quick standing is in certain Oki situations. But in this situation, you need to quick stand. So you blocked it down for 1. What he can do here though is he can do instant grab. He can do giant swing. Now, this is what John told me. Irish John. This is what he told me. So you can do giant swing input. So you can throw them back turn. Before, you had to do down for 4-2, which was kind of unsafe and whiff. Like, if you stay on the ground and the whiff it, you could punish them. But if you do giant swing input, so obviously throws are less bad and whiff. Like, the recovery is a lot less. And the reward is bigger, because instead of down for 4-2, you get a whole back throw into Oki afterwards. So, I don't know if the John knows this. Thanks, hey Rush, how you doing? My anti-Mardics. Because I play against this character a lot. Too much for my liking, but I do. This is why I really want to do this match, because I play this matchup a lot.
Ooh. Tried to get a read with the down forward 1 there.
I play this matchup a lot.
The Mad Axis again. Good backdash. He's backdashing the
Like,
Marduk is
our Irish Marduk, I play him in grand finals all the time, and it's always like scary close,
Yeah, Marduk's backdash is open.
like back and forth.
Good, man.
So this is a matchup I studied just to be consistent. Like, I don't study matchups much. Like, I learn by just playing against them a lot. But Marduk's like one of the few characters I actually sat in lab and just grinding it out so many situations.
And I was with Joey and we saw
Especially with Julia.
down of the course like a course on field 2 at low. And I don't think that it didn't have that property before. And it looks so simple. We just
I think
popping off
people should stop respecting Julia's war drums and hit so much. Because I think people are afraid of the follow-up, that she'll finish it. But if you think about it, eating the follow-up mid-screen isn't that scary. 90% of the time, Julia players won't finish it because it's launch on block, right?
It is close. I think
So I think
Marduk was definitely
Julia players who do war drums first hit by itself
it was. I mean,
into buttons, right? I think more people should be willing to challenge that.
It's been close either way, and I think it's better to go.
More people should be willing to challenge this. Because if you think about it, her reward is like 15-20 damage with not much mid screen, while you blocking war drums is gonna be it's a launch on her, right?
Tackle, hop kick.
So I think more people should be willing to challenge Julia's single war drum into buttons.
Tackles Marduk, giving him a taste of his own medicine, and has the wall positioning now.
Yeah, here we go. We all know the story. Run. Yeah, this is what I talked. This is what I talked about earlier. Jachan likes to take a lot of risks with VTS down 1+2. I think he's trying. Like he's really strong mind games with it though. I see him beat a lot of Pakistani players with just down 1+2 raw.
Red Bull, Arslan Ash.
That is the classic. Was that shove on block into Power Crush? That is the classic. That is the classic. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's the classic.
That's the wall bound. This is gonna be a side spin combo. Boom, boom, big damage goes for Oki.
Yeah, like Marduk is designed to play like that. Like you can make it feel very one-sided, like one-player heavy game.
He's got a big life lead.
That's like Candace's thing. He can make you like
Coming in anyway.
not play for a whole round if he gets going.
Hit again, big open situation here. Now in just a few hits, the counter hit does so much damage.
Yeah.
Ooh, gets the mid.
Yeah, you just have to take that mix.
The block.
We're running 3. I think it's neutral. I think. See, that's the mind game I was talking about. So he died the last round for doing that, but he did it again anyway. The shove. Yeah. He does. He takes a lot of risks with like a strong mind game aspect.
Actually gets the wall.
Again, Arslan using the jump
I actually hate that. Like when you jump it, the tackle itself still has a hitbox. So if you stay grounded, it'll hit you on the ground. Or if you jump, if you mistime your jump back, it can still hit you. Like, why is there a hitbox on it?
He's making the right decisions. Arslan, though, not afraid. Off to a quick start.
Ooh, gets the hell suit again.
Yeah, Arslan tried to interrupt the tackle from that string follow-up. But Marduk has a follow-up that stops you from trying to interrupt the tackle.
Death by 1,000 cuts here from Arslan, but a nice block on the VTS low, man. I love the challenges from him. Not over yet, though, man.
I would like to see delayed hop kick. I mean, it's hard to do in an instance, but doing delayed hop kick as a punish against VTS down 1+2. Because Julia's, while standing 1, it's a low damage launcher. Like, she gets a great combo off it, but the launcher itself is like low damage.
Coming in. Rage drive. Big damage coming in. Go for the 1+2. No, go.
Yeah, that's pretty standard.
That damage. The time.
I remember this moment. I actually popped off. I was like sick 444. I was done. This is jumping back at range. No, what you want to do is you want to see him in VTS. Then you try. Now this is easier at range, but you try to react to the tackle startup and then jump back.
Here we go.
But if you have a move, this is where down 1+2 would have been good.
Who can just, crap out damage like nothing.
But if you have a move that goes airborne pretty fast, it's good to have. Something like Oscar 3+4 or Lily up 3+4. Yeah, you try again. Like he lived and died by it.
The C's and Arslan.
But if he does tackle up close, it can be hard to react to.
That is really, really good stuff.
It can be hard to react to.
Arslan, man.
But if he does it from further out, there's a bit more of a startup. So you have time to kind of recognize the situation and then jump back and try and react and jump back.
And it's just such fast-paced play. That's what John does to you. He's very overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of character-specific options. But universally, it's jump back and then while standing launcher.
I mean, there's a lot of Julius.
Yeah, like there's like a bunch of character-specific options. Universally, you want to like react, jump back, land while standing punish.
They can just deal to Marduk alone.
Yeah, I mean, when
But Katarina,
already, man, like Arslan doesn't really main
like in Ireland, we have Gigas and Marduk. Like we have a very like big body,
any Julia player.
popular like community.
Combos, I mean, his combos are gonna be,
So before I had Julia, I had Katarina, who is also very strong against big bodies, because they couldn't launch her FC Dumper 4, and it will crush under so many of their stuff as well.
Oh, the down three.
So before Julia, I had Katarina for these matchups.
To assert his dominance. It doesn't matter whether John is, at 9-1, he's still key charges. Nothing stopping.
Tried it.
Good punish.
Arslan's really good. Like he just played against John so much that he knows what reaches. And Marduk actually struggles to punish Julia's back three, as he saw there. Like, it's spaced out pretty well.
Catch it, but again, Arslan stopping. Oh, the back turn launch, not respecting the mix-up.
That is why Julia's 2 back 1+2 was buffed on hit. Like, plus 1 more frame. I think it went from +4 to 5. Because... Does he win this? Oh, he whiffed the second hit for some reason. I don't know how. I don't know why that happened. But when he did in season 2, when he did 2 back 1+2 with Julia, it was really awkward to stop some stuff because back turn jab was 8 frame startup, and then back turn back 3 is a 10 frame startup, and then you have back turn down 4 to like high crush really fast. So it was kind of awkward for Julia to enforce like a mix up on a back turn opponent after 2 back 1+2 12 frame. So they buffed the frame advantage on it, and she can check people a lot easier now as a result. Yeah, I mean that's Arslan, right? That's like these guys play offline for so long, and some of these guys have been playing for ages, like Tekken 6 Tag 2 days. So they know a lot of situations and they're ready for a lot of situations. So the stuff you see that works here is like next level mind games.
No, just a bit short. Good block.
Defending the mix up after 2 back 1+2. Nah, I don't know the situation exactly because it's been a while since I researched it. But if you tap for it's character specific as well, because 2 back 1+2 on some characters she's actually in spacing for War Drum. So if you hold back, Julia can be in War Drum spacing against some characters. So it is character specific. If you try to hold them back, she can shotgun. Like single, just a shotgun by itself. And then she also has dem 3 as an option. If you tap forward to back to block shotgun, she can do like dem 3 for example. Or shotgun, or War Drum, depending on the character. This is exactly why Arslan needs to do bow and arrow dem 1+2. Because if he does dem 1+2, you know, it won't give John the opportunity to do the Marduk wake up stuff. And it works on big characters. Dem 1+2 is guaranteed on big characters as well, against the wall after bow and arrow. But because he did 4 for 3, he has to pull up with this Uki situation. Like he kind of puts himself into a guessing position. Because, you know, Marduk has to wake up mid or he has to wake up low. So I'm not sure if Julie has enough time. Like, she definitely has enough advantage. But you need to take this kind of moment to see, okay, did they tech roll or are they staying on the ground? You have to take that slight hesitation to acknowledge what's happening, if you know what I mean. So Arslan noticed that John didn't wake up. So he hesitated a little bit. And in that hesitation, he put himself in a mix-up. But if you do dem 3, even immediately or slightly right away, you're going to whiff on the tech roll invincibility. So you need to acknowledge that they tech rolled first before you do something. But if they stay on the ground, like John is doing, he's actually really smart about this. Because he's staying on the ground, Arslan didn't acknowledge this in time, and now you put himself in a mix-up between the mid or the low. And this is exactly what happened.
No break on the punches. Arslan's gonna end up in rage. But John also in rage. Big Oki. The down jab. Throws out the rage.
4 for 3 works there, but he'll know for next time.
Chip damage plus frames.
Oh, the tackle. Oh.
Does he get run in this? He does, yeah.
Punches. John tackle coming in clutch. Both of them taking big sips. Actually, John just drinking water. John doesn't drink Red Bull, it looks like. See, man's running on that H2O.
Just drinking that Barney, bro. Barney.
I think that's the Pakistani colours on Julia, isn't it? The green and white.
He actually delays his option a little bit. Maybe trying to react to what Arslan presses.
Yeah.
Interesting work combo. That was a really good punishment while signing for.
Nice one. Oh, back roll catch.
Yeah.
What's the mix?
No,
Okay, he chose to stay on the ground.
Oh my god.
You got.
Oh no.
It's a guessing game in that situation. Like if you stay on the ground, you get ground thrown. Okay. Another thing to know: when Marduk lands his ment options, he is minus on hit. He is minus on hit, so he has to kind of like guess against her get up options a little bit. Obviously, if he guesses right, he can blow it up. Like he can say walk left, a get up kick, and punish it on launch.
Good answer there by Arslan.
But he does have to. He does put himself in a little bit of a guessing situation.
Good block, good launch there by John. Blocking the bow and arrow. Goes for the
What's the guess here?
Ooh, tries to
Julia's
block
broken. Listen, I have to listen to Hassan talk about it. Okay.
Yeah, he
I don't want to
asked
hear in the
about
chat either.
block on the point punish below. I feel like no one's actually blocked his bow and arrow much. That was a really good one from the John.
Yeah, because here we go with the mix.
the double punch hit. The tackle.
It's a mix up on block as well.
Again, John one round away from leveling it back up with Arslan Ash. Arguably one of the best players in the world at the moment.
Not even arguably, I would say that he probably is the best player in the world at the moment. And I've been watching people from Korea. I've been watching Japanese players.
Can you hear these commentary as well? Because I lowered it down so it doesn't drown out mine.
I think right now he is the best. Man.
Julia's broken. Marduk is fair.
Giving him a run for his money.
I don't mind if Julia gets like Julia's strong. Like I think she's top 5, like easy. Like I'm not denying she's strong. I hope they nerf her so people can like move on to the next character to talk about. That's a very old school setup. So this works back in like Tekken 6 Tag 2. So spike with down forward 1, down 3, backdash wardroom.
Perfectly places the wardrooms, gonna get the side spike, getting way to
It's a very old school setup.
unfortunately whiffs the combo.
So I think maybe Arslan played Julia before Tekken 7 as well. I think he played JC in Tag 2.
Jabs right of could have confirmed
Like briefly, like.
the forward forward 1-4.
Because that was a very old school Julia setup. Or Chang setup.
Taking the round,
Yep,
right?
final round.
Alright, tackle in. Ooh, good break on the
break.
punch. Oh, I thought he was about to go for it again. I think he's waiting for his
You
chance.
see how
Elbow. You can't jab against us.
he has to try to like threaten it.
Yeah.
He maybe see if Arslan will press a button, but Arslan's doing a good job in not.
Listen, Cyan, you're like the 5th person to come and say that. Is there a memo somewhere to just come in and say this?
Alright, getting close. Down 3. Ooh, goes for
Tackle.
tackle. I think that was a just frame break there at that range, so really.
Oh my god, he's going in with the war drums. Oh, you got excited there.
Go for the low again, he goes for the
You got excited there.
Ooh, could have converted the frame, but uses the quarter circle forward 2 to finish. Key charge for the ender 5.
War drums. Yeah, war drums was
The best player in the world.
like it's always been what it is.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's always been like ever since it was introduced, it was always been like that.
To select stage now. Are we gonna see?
I don't know what game war drums was introduced in. I think it was Tekken 5,
They're doing it, going for the stage switch. We're gonna go
but it's always been like that.
5-5.
So now we need to go for a stage and side switch now. So just like Arslan and the John said in the interview, before the stream, they both said that they expect a close match. The John said 5 guys later.
For me.
That's Dawood, isn't it? The Ali suppler.
Adapting to Arslan's playstyle. You know, you never know. We might actually see. Actually, no, I don't think Arslan's gonna switch.
I think I crush under something. I want to see what crush under so I can laugh at Tron later.
Adapting to Arslan's playstyle. You know, you never know. We might actually see. Actually, no, I don't think Arslan's gonna switch.
Okay, he didn't go under anything. He just walked into it.
Yeah, that's what I feel as well. I don't think he's gonna.
Was Julia always this good?
Tracked, gets the tackle.
Yeah, she's always been like, apart from Tekken 4, she has always been regarded as like high tier to top tier,
I'm stealing it from
other than Tekken 4. She was one. It might go Tag 1, Tekken 7, then Tekken 6 maybe.
Ooh, this time.
Tekken 4 Julia was definitely the worst.
Trap there. Poking away.
I don't know
This
how she would how Tekken 7 Julia would compare to the others.
first round.
4, she was definitely the worst of the Julias in 4.
Why is forward for
Tag 1, she was one of the best. Her and Michelle.
Alright, let's go.
Tekken 7, she's top 5 or one of the best.
Oh, nice.
Tekken 6, she was regarded as one of the better characters as well. She had stuff like 443 launch, bow and arrow wall splat. She had running 1 ender into really strong Oki.
Didn't go under back four. Which is
John's favorite character, Marduk, you know.
Julia's back four is cheap too. Sweet.
And then Tag 2, she was just like outside bombed. She got nerfed a lot from Tekken 6.
2 rounds.
So she was just like outside top 10.
Rounds up to.
Tag 2 Julia or JC.
I think we might be seeing a classic case of Arslan
John, help me commentate.
takes 3 rounds and is back and forth.
Look at this bullshit character.
Yeah, definitely. But Arslan is the kind of guy that can definitely run away with it, though, man. We're basically in a first to 5 situation here now. Both guys on.
No, like,
You know, Arslan
insight in
right
chat.
now looking really, really comfortable. Look at that forward 1 pressure.
John loves Julia. Look how cute she is.
Space and just poking away, man. Look at that.
Yeah, actually managed.
Is Hassan saying this? Why all you guys are coming and saying Julia's broken? I swear Hassan is sending you guys.
Down forward 4. Extreme.
Where is it?
Yeah, and the guaranteed down.
I thought you tagged me on Twitter. Hold on, let me.
Because the down three was enough to kill, and now the John thinking pretty hard here. He's gone into the rematch.
I'm looking at Hassan's Twitter. Did he say something? Did he send out a message to say this?
I don't know if he has the option to switch character again, but I don't think he's going to either way. I think he's sticking with Marduk the whole way.
Right, gets the back to counter hit.
Look at that crush. Yeah, crushing.
Ooh, okay.
Look at this bullshit. He didn't break the tackle.
Big damage boost here.
They're going to down for 4 probably.
Big pressure. Oh, good break by Arslan.
Yo, Panchon, how you doing?
Yeah.
Goes for forward. Goes for the tackle again.
You know, I feel, like I said earlier, but I feel good that Arslan isn't breaking tackles. It makes me feel better about me not breaking tackles.
There was a poll run to see who would take it, and the answer was actually 50%.
It's so boring to deal with. Look at that, look at that. He thought he was going to tackle again. So he tried to jump back, but he cancelled the VTS. And then just went up and hit him.
So people are very, very divided right now. So anyone could win here. The audience.
Only scrubs who can't play don't like her, yeah, I agree.
It is pretty split right now. Yeah, definitely. You can see why Arslan is only 6-5, and the John had a very solid first round. And it's, you know, the tackles. I think the tackles are definitely adding up. The VTS mix up now started to come in, and we got a donation as well, $10 from Zaid. Thank you so much, brother.
Look at this dumb character.
Here we go.
As I said, you know, the John now John trying to take back them 3 rounds from Arslan that he.
You use this string way more, John. 2CF1 too.
Pakistani Tekken, you know, one takes 3 rounds, the other takes 3 rounds, and it's all instant rematching as well.
Yeah, that's what I love to see, though, man. You love to see the adaptations, how quick they are doing it.
You do, because you think 2CF1's very strong, true. Yeah, I don't think John used it much as you.
Double low poke. Arslan within kill range if Marduk has.
Maybe we could set this up in the future. The John versus John. Marduk mirror. I want to see that. I want to see that in my lifetime.
Ooh, the forward.
I want to see this set in my lifetime. Let's set up. Let's get John over in Dublin. And we can do it.
The safe wall bounce.
I want safe as 10-3.
Is he gonna go for the no? He's just never. Oh,
Because Arslan blocked a few 10-3s at the wall, where FC Dumper 2 would have worked.
Yeah.
Minus 12, so FC Dumper 2 will work.
going for the 10 hit again.
Oh my god.
This time punishes it with 4 down forward 1.
Is my Julia carrying?
At the wall. Oh, this
Yeah, he really likes this BTS low.
plant he needs to increase.
Yeah, but not my Julia though, right? I play her smart.
Yeah. I mean, I think the John's probably thinking, you know,
Not more than Leroy. No, okay, let's not get crazy. Leroy is more of a carry.
Good break on the 1+2 throw. Is it
At least we can agree on that, right?
going to start to run away with this now? That is the question.
Yeah, he definitely cancelled out the whole 3v3 round.
Listen, they can nerf Julia to bomb tier, right? I don't care. In fact, do it. So people shut up about it.
Gonna carry him all the way to the wall. Gets a big
Yeah, I don't know why he's going for Julius. I don't even know Julius in hits.
forward 3. And a wall standing 3 to finish. Big step.
My Julia is your favorite next to Chanel. I am actually honored.
Not letting it
But my Julia had a bad tournament performance, I think. I didn't have many good tourney results with Julia.
not letting him finish.
That's why they should buff her.
5. Only 3 more matches needed for Arslan. Let's see how the John will answer back.
Ooh, big wave. Oh, this time finishes the hop K. Gets it as well. Gonna take him to the wall. Bop.
Nice. I should use that a little more. That was a really nice second confirm.
Offense completely. K gets it.
Look at that. That was a sick ward jump counter confirm.
Bop.
That was a sick ward jump counter confirm.
Poking him out. Just poking him out. Stopping his offense.
Because on counter hit, it sparks on counter hit, so that's how you can visually cue it, visually confirm it.
Yeah, see, this is what
On normal hit, it doesn't spark. On counter hit, it does. So it's an easy visual cue.
starts to run away with it. And the John, what he needs to do is start to, you know, commit some hard reads. Try to
I should play Anna more. Do you actually like my Anna? I don't think my Anna's
Arslan just been guessing
like
correctly.
it's not that special. I think.
Isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. He just.
I'm actually surprised he launched that string. That string is so hard to get a duck punish on. He was so ready for it. It's like he read it.
Correctly. I mean, that's it, Shahir, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. He just got. I think he's got to read on the John's highs and also.
You know, he launched it because he did. Oh, he finished it right. You know.
Kind of.
There's another thing. Julia's 1-1-1 puts Marduk face down. So it's actually kind of awkward to pursue Oki on Marduk because of his wake ups.
Yeah, and you know,
You like when you play Anna. You only like me playing Anna as a Mars myself rather than my actual Anna gameplay.
has a very particular playstyle, man, and he's
Classic.
You know, it's more about the player than it is the character, man. I mean, Marduk is a.
You're so salty with the 50. Listen, that was season 2 Anna. It's a lot worse now.
Seeing him duck so many of these lows and look at that beautiful
Arslan played. I think his main team in Tag 2 was June and Nina. Yeah, June. I think his overall main is June. That's why he really wants the character back. And I want that character back as well. Look, he almost died there.
Gonna go for the long, go for the mid. Oh, the step on the trip.
Your Anna's the most gay mix-ups. I will take that as a compliment.
Again, Arslan takes another match. 8-5.
Yeah, that's going to be 8-5 now, and just a great clutch again from Arslan to guess correctly on that 50-50 at the wall. That throw mix-up at the wall was a 50-50 between 1 or 2, and you know.
Why Nina? When there's Anna, exactly, Cyan. Join the club.
To the round there from Arslan. I mean, the John, you know,
Once you're coming out
are
post.
just not going in his favor. Some of these rounds are just coming down to 50-50.
Look, see, look, Buff, just learn the matchup, bro. Just learn the matchup.
The John, you know, the reads
Just
are
step
not
it,
going in his
lol.
favor. Some of these rounds are just coming down to 50-50s, pure 50-50s, and Arslan is coming out on top here.
Just step it, bro.
Right now.
Step on the forward one.
That was a glitch. Is it, yeah.
Pakistan Peru has
Big
the
$5. Can we get
Remember I talked about earlier? I think people need to start interrupting Julia's pressure after single war drum on hit.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty minus. It's like -5, I think.
That's a 3 round. That's
Okay, Arslan didn't do anything
straight
there.
here now, Shahid. I mean, what does the John have to
Nice.
do here?
The down for 1. Now you could die.
need to switch up his playstyle, switch up his timings, because Arslan is catching on to his lows, he's catching on to his highs, and he really needs to get better on.
See, that's why Julia needs to be buffed.
Because those wall mix-ups between wall
They can go under back 4, yeah.
really getting the John. It's hitting him for big damage.
Yeah.
But even like,
Big
I
lift
know.
there.
I noticed that when.
we'll get fucked. Okay, but in general, maybe not Marduk specifically, but in general.
He played just today with the Leroy. When you're in his
You can wardrobe Marduk in this game now, you can.
quite
It's
easy to
difficult.
take the mix-ups, and you
John,
just
what do you,
leave it to
no meme, John. What do you think of
Um,
Marduk versus Julia with no walls?
beautiful,
I don't think it's that bad
done, man.
for Marduk.
A 22-second perfect. Just running a train on him at the moment, man.
I mean, that's
Well, it's better straight up, because I don't get the wall bullshit, and I get weaker mid-screen stuff on you. Like, I can't use war drums,
his blocking
or I can't get
isn't as good
my bow and arrow stuff on you.
like the Atif Bud or Arslan.
So, I get a lot worse Oki.
Obviously has very
So I've taken, like,
defense.
more risks for less reward against Marduk mid-screen.
Which he makes up for with his offense, but once you're up in his face, you know, he's hesitant to duck, and then, you know,
So basically, it's really good for Marduk without walls.
ducks a bit too
I agree. 6-4 probably. Maybe 7-3 for Marduk.
doesn't do it well. Again, back for clipping him out of down.
Look at this sick combo. Boosh.
What a combo there from Arslan.
Ooh,
And
big
even at the
punish. The duck.
That was so sick. That was sick. Can we watch that again? Let's watch that again. That was really cool.
What a combo there from Arslan.
Let's watch it over and over again.
Even at the
Punish. The duck and oh, the conversion off the trade. The rage art to take the.
That was really cool.
Some solid conversion.
So you can do down 4 with Julia, which is -3.
while standing for trade there.
Another dollar.
No.
We are sitting at $100.
Damn, Zay, thank you so much.
Down 4 with Julia is -2 on hit, I think. And then you do while standing for it, which trades with 13 frame, down for ones, and then you can trade off it. This will be on YouTube, yes.
Should be going to him.
So you can trade with 13 frame, down for ones,
Gonna get you in the back.
if you do while standing for it. And then you combo.
With his insane
It's really
trades.
cool.
Goes
It's
for
really
the
cool.
setup again.
Mikio was doing that a lot. Yeah, he guessed wrong.
One, get it taken to the
You
wall,
guessed wrong.
guaranteed damage, stomp. Goes touch catch to mid, but uses
But Mikio was doing that a lot. Evil Japan.
solid round there from
I don't think many people knew that situation.
that one. It goes under the magic 4. Oh.
It's all for nothing if he doesn't win this round, though. All that hard work that he's put in. Oh my god.
Oh, sick with punish.
Arslan's gonna take
Yeah,
him to
you
the wall,
can't-
running.
Yeah, Arslan's combos is not quite there. Like, I think he's a bit too new to Julia. Like, his mind games and his neutrals on another level, of course. But his combos are a little bit lacking. Like, he could have carried with, like, for example, this Denver 2-1 here.
For a big round, though. All that hard work that he's put in. Oh my god.
He could have done back 4, and then running 2-1, high wall splat, then up 4, 3+4, then 1+2. And it would have been a lot of damage.
Arslan's gonna take him to the wall, running.
Or actually,
Insane damage.
Down for 2-1, lashing arrow 4-4-1-4, and then running 2-1 high walls block.
Gonna take Julia right back to the wall. Big opportunity for damage. He's gonna go for a ground grab. No, he tries to go.
There's a Tekken 6 style tech drop. Old school tech drops. And then just hit her in the arse with den 3.
This setup's bringing it up 6 to 8.
Yeah, it's minus, I think it's -5 on hit.
Wow.
It's guaranteed? Wow, that's cheap. Maybe you should have done Marduk.
John manages to steal a little bit of momentum here now by putting an end to that win streak that Arslan
Down for 2-1. Okay, so for short carries, you can do down for 2-1, back 4, and then running 2-1.
Alright, no, I think he just needs to keep up what he has. He needs to guess right on the lows, you know, try and guess when he's going. The jab, 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 jab. Good step there by Arslan.
Like, with Julia, it's important to have good wall awareness. So you can screw your... You know when to screw in your combo. And then wall carry appropriately, and then get the high wall split, and then the stomp.
Gonna take him to the wall. Stomp forward, forward 3. No,
Yeah, he knows it. He knows the combo stomp anyway.
hook again.
Because John, I land the stomp combo on you a lot, don't I? I land it on you a lot.
Oh, good.
Stomp down 1+2.
4 for 1. John trying to continue offense after the mid.
Yeah. Great defense there once again from Arslan, and that is the way you would characterize Arslan, right? It's just amazing blocking.
Yeah, he tried to interrupt the war drum there.
As well, as you can see there. Now he's trying to mix up John, apply some pressure.
Oof.
Alright. Good block on the bird.
Look, see how bad Julie is. Look how bad she is.
Returns all that damage Arslan's doing to him.
So Arslan, like he said, John doesn't like to duck low a lot, so that's why he's doing a lot of bone arrows.
Rage up again. Goes for the mid. Goes for the VTS. Go break on the tackle.
Actually, is the tackle break minus or plus? I forgot. It's minus, right?
Just the first hit of the bow and arrow, good range.
Minus, yeah.
That's enough to kill. 2 rounds up now, Arslan. What is John gonna do? And just like you mentioned, Shahir, man, it's a battle between Arslan's defense and John's offense. And right now, Arslan's defense is coming out.
Yo, Yugi, how you doing? I think it's Marduk if you just hold back.
Getting his offense going as well, because Julia's got so many get off me tools, and he's constantly keeping the John at the wall, putting all that wall pressure.
That's why I'm saying mid-screen stuff against Marduk is actually really awkward.
Wall jumps.
Yeah. He's making it very tough and annoying. For
And it's hard to get ward drums on him.
just poking with the
So it's not like totally shit. Like there's stuff Julia can do on him that she can on normal characters.
Ball sent to get. Oh, good tackle the grab out of VTS. Goes for the tackle, set him no break on the tackle. If he doesn't break this, he's dead.
John, maybe you should just learn the matchup, bro.
Taking the round, giving himself another fighting chance. 2 more rounds to go to bring it up 7 to 8. 1 gap closer to leveling it up. Good block and punish. Tries to greet a duck. No duck on the forward 1-4. Ooh, good block by Arslan. Goes for the low poke.
Yeah, exactly, Cyan. Spread the message.
Oh,
Okay, he interrupted Julia's... See, that's what I mean. He interrupted Julia's war drum pressure.
Goes for the guaranteed damage. Goes for the Oki tackle setup.
I think he wanted the spear tackle there, right?
Very dangerous place to be.
Isn't it like down for 3-1, VTS, and then right into it?
Okay. Oh, that was punishable.
Beefy punish. So if you block Marduk's rage drive shallow, you can punish it. That's why when he has rage drive, it's a good idea to just backdash and make sure he's not in range for rage drive.
Gonna move here while this side switch. So Arslan and the John, man.
I mean, it looks like Arslan has now started to not started, but he has adapted.
Listen, I'm not having Marduk apologies in my chat, okay?
John wants to do.
This is not... I think after this stream,
Really
we can do who will appear in Tekken-ish.
in really clutch situations, right? When it comes to the VTS mix-ups around as well, right?
We can do a who will appear in Tekken-ish.
Guessed right so many times. And when
You just hate
guess right
Cho'Gath.
that many times, right, when you know what comes
Just
next,
intense
you doubt
haterish.
yourself, you just stop doing it. The John is the kind of player that he's very, when his offense is working for him, he's very comfortable. And if Arslan's
Yeah, I
defense is
think
good, it's just gonna
Pakistan
make
to
you
UK
feel
is
like,
iffy or
what
whatever.
the hell do I do, man?
Yeah, exactly. They started so fast. I didn't realize that.
You know, we never play online.
Yeah, Arslan
Although maybe I don't want to.
good, pages them.
Oh, he finished it.
Oh, no punish there. Ooh,
Okay.
goes for the forward
So
three.
Arslan's on
Good,
game point now.
Down forward 3-1. Good punish there by Arslan. Gonna take him to the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, gets the course.
He keeps doing that, yeah.
Planting the seeds.
Like, if you just do the first high, it's really hard to punish. Like, almost impossible.
Got the carrots, he got the potato.
I would scream. Where would I scream?
Gets hit by
I was... Yeah, I would actually, yeah.
Putting some distance in between.
Oh, man.
Ooh, goes for the
I would probably.
Arslan ducks under it. Goes for rage again. Mix up.
I'd be like, this guy getting carried for online.
He's kind of noticing that John likes.
Does he win? Does he win this match? I can't remember.
And ladies and lads, just like that, Arslan Ash is going to be on set point now for the final boss here. One more round needed to take the sets and the money and the pride. Here we go.
Okay, we're punishing down for
Nice. Down forward one. The John not done.
What's the mix here? What's the guess? He just stood up straight away. That was interesting.
Down forward one. The
So while standing for
quite yet.
Did not switch sides. I thought they switched sides. Never mind.
don't tech roll, maybe you have time to den 3. You stream match against Arslan below. I think maybe a Nurse stream, Yugi. I'm just doing one at a time.
Arslan, is this going to be it? Is this going to be it? He has the life lead, a very slight and fragile life lead. The defense.
It's a trade into Denford 1.
As the down forward one launch comes from the John. Here we go. What
I didn't know that works on side blocks.
Gets with the side. This might be it. Boom! Nice. Stop blocking the health again, so I have no idea if it's gonna kill.
That's cheap, John. What the hell?
Another run. This is his last stand. This is his last stand. He has to win 4 matches in a row. Oh, almost had the conversion there.
I like that. I like that. Single hop kick whiff into 1-1-1.
come now, man. They're going to ultra instinct, man. Everything has to work for him. That could have been a launch. Could have got more out of that. Can't let those opportunities go. The John.
Alright, alright.
So yeah, I think Arslan's whole thing in this set was just playing really aggressive.
Wardrums again.
Because he knows John doesn't like to block low. So he's just like applying the mix up a lot.
The pressure, the 4-4 on the elbow. What's he gonna do?
He's really throw a lot. Apparently, Mad Axis is a lot less viable in Pakistan because they're very good throw breaking. Like the reactions are on point. That is, it's hard to land grabs. And he got the running one to end it. Everyone clap. I'm clapping as well. Go Julia. She deserved that win.
The John. What a good show from
Up Julia, exactly. Nerf Marduk.
I'll ask Arslan one second.
Everyone in the chat room say thank you, Julia, for stopping this menace from winning.
amazing stuff there from Arslan.
Everyone say thank you, Julia.
It was 5-5, very, very close. And after
Better. That's good. That's good. That's good.
that's what it is to be a top player. You are
Okay, yeah, that's the set anyway. Thank you, spirits. I think I'll just